just random questions. I have my laptop in front of me so that I can read them, but also have you right here. So if you have a question, I can kind of read over that as well. Got it close enough to the face I can see. So, anyway, first question. Do you ever sing when you're alone? What songs? Okay, I am kind of a musical person. My whole family is. And so I sing a lot, and it isn't just alone, it's alone in public. It doesn't really matter. If something triggers a song in my head, it comes out. And the song itself doesn't really matter. It could be anything from like a Disney song to classical to death metal, although I don't know that much death metal. But whatever. It's a, a member of my family, a little boy, said he tooted the other day, and it started me singing Tutti Frutti, and complete with me grabbing each of the kids in turn and dancing with them as much as they were willing to. So, yeah, so I'm a songstress in a lot of ways, sadly. Let's see. Next question. What bends your mind every time you think about it? Heck, I know. I don't know. I guess the idea of like time travel and all of the different paradoxes that could come from that. I can't see quite how it would be possible, especially going backwards. It would just change too much, that whole butterfly effect thing, and it just, what would you come back to, and would you remember any of it? And it's just, it's so many paradoxes. In your group of friends, what role do you play? Oftentimes, kind of the mediator or the sympathy. You know, people come to me for advice and stuff. Not that I'm always good at it, but I usually try very hard to listen. Sorry, cats. Who was your favorite teacher and why? Oh, I had some pretty good teachers. I think my favorite was actually professor in college. She was a psych professor, but she loved to give me tests because I'm so expressive. And so she'd sit there and she'd give me a test. She'd just watch me the whole time because she said I looked like I'd get mad at the tests. Because if there was a hard question, I'd, furrow. And if the question was too easy, I'd be like, really? I mean, it was just, I was very expressive even while studying, essentially. So, who are some of your heroes? Well, my mama, of course. And yes, she's probably going to watch this, but that's not why. No, my mom, she took care of us three kids big time. And hi, guys. Sorry, I'm just starting to see that pop up. Porco Dio. I don't know what that means, so I hope that wasn't anything dirty. It says please say it, so I don't know. And no, I'm not from Israel. I'm from the U.S. So, do I think I want to live forever or not live at all? Well, if I had those two options, I'd rather live forever. I don't want to not live at all, but living forever does sound pretty lonely. Do you have over 100 subscribers? I do, yes. Palestine or Israel? I don't know. I really haven't been paying much attention to what's been going on. I know I should, but I haven't. And I'm glad you are my number one biggest fan. That's very kind. Hi, guys. Shout out the UK. Yay, UK. And you're from Turkey? I, happy birthday? I think that's supposed to be birthday. But happy birthday, Luna. Thoughts on Therians? I don't have much thought at the moment on that. Thank you guys. I do not have over 3,000. No. I'm just over 1,000 right now. And hello back to you. Okay, can you say CJ? CJ. Hi, CJ. Hi. Yeah, the other day I was asked if I was ever a teacher. No. Looking like Nanny McPhee. I don't. I know that Nanny McPhee exists, but I've never actually watched it. And my teeth are brushed. I have some tooth problems. Sorry. It's. Hi, Michael. I don't know how I got so many. Just that kind of happened. Wow. Lots of highs. Hi, 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 hi. Yes, Shiloh, we can keep talking as much as possible. I only check my comments every so often, though. So, and thank you. Hi. Oh, good. I'm glad, Luna. Thank you. Whew, sorry, it's mom in here. Hi, kiddo. What am I doing? I'm answering some random questions, but I'm also looking at this. Say my name, please. Ethy Place? Is that right? Hi, Ethan. 5. Hi, Mono. And I do. I do. Trust me, I do. Oh, thank you, Julio. Let's see. Um, okay. The next question that came up was, what are some of your heroes? Oh, no, I was already answering that. So, yeah. Oh, sorry. Let's see. Next question. It's one place that you've traveled that you never want to go back to. And I don't know why you're not allowed to subscribe, but okay, that's fine. Um, I haven't traveled very many places, and I actually like to travel, so I can't think of one that I don't want to go back to. Who do I want to meet in person sometime? Oh, what's your favorite superhero? That's first. My favorite superhero would probably be Gambit. Even though he's not very much in the movies, I liked him in the comics. Who do I want to meet in person sometime? Ooh, I don't know. Actually, probably there's a little boy that used to that calls me grandma, and I've never actually met him. I've just seen him online. Um, Dynamite Song Tutorial. That's the only way I know the name. And yes, I love X-Men. X-Men's probably my favorites. My least favorite name ever. Oh, Lucy. I'm sorry if any of you are Lucy, but I don't like the name. Sorry. It's okay. You know, you seem to be expressing yourself pretty well there, actually. And you're welcome, Luna. Okay, so next question. Do you have any nicknames? Yeah, my brother, it's kind of a tradition in our family for us to have really weird nicknames. Oh, and happy birthday. But it's tradition in my family to get really weird nicknames. Mine for my brother is Swimming Pool. It started out as, because my name's Jamie, it started out as Jim, then Schwim, then Schwim it, then it turned into Swimming Pool. Really weird. My favorite game, like, which kind of game are we talking? We talk a video game? It would probably be The Sims. I'm pretty boring that way. Like, board game, I'm not sure, to be honest. I love board games, but I'm not sure what's my favorite. And yeah, card game would probably be canasta. There's lots of types of games. And thank you, Julio. Happy birthday, Luna. Do you want me to sing it? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Luna P. Happy birthday to you. Let's see. Sorry, my cat's attacking me. Hi, sweetheart. Okay, and now I've got, what's your favorite candy? Probably Reese's. And no, I'm not currently married. And I'm not going to do that. I apologize, Taco, but this has to stay clean, and I don't think I'd do that anyway, to be honest. Okay, favorite city? I liked New York when I was there. That was very nice. Although it was dirty. There was a lot of garbage, but that's okay. Oh, I love you, bro. You want me to say that? Okay. And hi, Steve. Thank you, guys. You lost all your possessions but one. What would you want it to be? Um, well, I guess probably if I had to keep one thing, it'd probably be like something for my cats because I don't need a whole lot. Oh, I guess probably the house because it's at least roof over the head. I don't know. And I am 41. Just turned 41 just this last week. Okay, and this question is, when was the last time you changed your opinion about something major? I'm not sure if opinions are always changing a little bit because that's normal. So, I've never been the type to not learn. So, would you rather be stuck on a broken ski lift or a broken elevator? Broken elevator, I think I'd be a little more secure feeling. The ski lift, I don't know, with it being high up, it'd freak me out a little bit more. So I'm just looking at all the little memes popping up. They're cute. No, thank you, Julio. Roblox. I've actually never played Roblox. What's the story behind one of your scars? Well, my biggest scar is probably this one on my arm. I don't know how well you can see that. I don't have a lot of scars, but that's probably my biggest one. That was from being a child. We had a metal slide, a metal swing set type thing, but it had a slide with it. And I went down the slide and it had come off slightly from the side, and my arm went across it and just sliced up my arm. So, and then like my second biggest scar is probably this one here, and that was actually from a dentist. The cauterizing tool burned me. Well, I don't mind the idea of being a goddess. That sounds enjoyable. Okay, I can't do that kind of math in my head, sorry. I'd have to write it down and add. But I believe you. Actually, yeah, I believe you. What makes you cry? There's a lot of things that make me cry. I don't know. Things on television sometimes make me cry. Things I see on newscasts and stuff. I don't know. There's a lot of things there's a lot of things. A Viking goddess, huh? Well, my family is from mostly um, Scotland and whatnot, and the Celtics. It is believed the Celtics came from the Vikings, so I guess that'll work. What languages do you speak? Unfortunately, only English. I wish I spoke more, but I've never learned anything else. It'd be nice though. Stuck little bee with a Bible. What's a bee that stabs a human with a Bible? Stuck little bee with a Bible. Okay. What fictional place would you most likely to go? Would you most like to go to? Fictional place. Let's see. I don't know. Probably Narnia. It looks fun. Cold though. I don't know if I'd do well in the cold. But I guess if I was wearing enough layers, Narnia. What do you like most about your family? My family. My family is very open, very. They're all musical like me. They're all a little bit silly. Um, most of us are very sarcastic. We can just sit there and joke, and very open. Well, thank you, Leo. Your puppy is so cute it makes you angry? Puppies are very cute. Just don't get too angry, I guess. Pirates or ninjas? Pirates. But not real pirates, like fake pirates. But, like Pirates of the Caribbean. Pancakes or waffles? Waffles. I prefer waffles. What story does your family always tell about you? My brother really likes to tell people about the time I got a quarter stuck in my nose. I was 19. I was curious if it would actually fit in the nose of someone who was an adult. I don't know. It got stuck, but I didn't have to go to a doctor or anything. I was able to get it out. What? Excuse me. What fictional place would you most like to go to? Yeah, you kind of answered that with Tonya. Can I ask you a personal question? It really depends. Nothing dirty. So, but probably. Yeah, this is on YouTube and it's not age restricted or anything, so nothing dirty. My bully said to me, "What are you looking at?" And I said, "A mistake." Well, that clever answer. I hope you didn't get beat up for it. I don't know. Let's see. What's something you learned in the last week? Well, I know I've learned a few things, but I can't think of them right now because I'm on the spot. It used to be when I was, oh, what do you like about a man and what is your ideal man like? Honestly, my big thing is their eyes. There's a spark to people's eyes that just attracts me. I don't know exactly how to describe it. It's not necessarily a color or a shape or anything. There's just a certain spark to them. So, I don't, I don't have a huge type. And the guy has to, I don't know, the guy has to have a sense of humor, be able to have a conversation. That's a big thing for me. Let's see. What's the last book you gave up on and stopped reading? Probably the Simulacrum. I don't know how to say that, but it's a Tolkien book, and I didn't like it. It was almost, I don't know, maybe it got better, but at the start of it, it was almost like reading the Bible. But I've read the Bible, and that's fine, but I don't want to read a fictional story that's along the same lines, so it just bothered me. Would you like a man of 180, 100 kilos, green eyes with a lot of hair? Yeah, that'd be fine. I would have no problem with that. What was your best birthday? That's a good question, honestly. Probably 16. You know, at 16 I think it was the first time that I actually went out with friends at all for my birthday. Usually it was just family. We usually had a group birthday party, like between me and my brothers, where we would invite a friend and we'd go out and do that. But I think 16 was the first time I ever saw my friends on my actual birthday. And yet I still had the family party. It was nice. And nice, Julio, that's good. Back in 2008, a hacker was named Block's watch. If his eyes turned green, move. If his eyes turned yellow, it was said warning. If his eyes turned red, your account is going to be deleted forever. I'm not sure. I don't know about anything like that. I had never encountered it. Who was your first love? As far as actual, I had a few crushes, even a couple boyfriends, but probably the first love would have been a guy named James. Um, that was a long time ago. Come on. Some of these are repeats, so I'm just going to try and skip over them. What have you created that you were most proud of? Probably a little ceramic unicorn that I made at one point. I don't actually know where it's at right now. It's somewhere in the house, but I thought, the first time I ever tried to sculpt a horse, it was horrible. The thing looked dead. And so this last unicorn I did actually look good, and it was great. And I cannot, unfortunately, type that. There's probably some kind of thing on the phone that allows different things to type, but okay, Julio. But yeah, there's probably different things on the phone that can change what's the word I'm looking for? Change the keyboard, I guess, to allow different things to type, but that's not on my current keyboard. My current keyboard is just English lettering. If you that's repeat. That's repeat. Come on, don't do repeats. Pizza or tacos? Pizza. More of a pizza girl. What is one of your favorite smells? Oh my God, Blocks watches on the stream. I don't know. I haven't seen any Blocks watching on the stream. So. Okay, one of my favorite smells would probably be roses. I like the smell of roses. What is something you can never seem to finish? Besides like laundry and dishes, because they always just start over. Or vacuuming. But I do end up doing a lot of craft projects that I don't ever quite get finished. Happens a lot. I get bored. If you had to change your name, what would you change it to? McGillicuddy. I have no idea. Let's see. What's your favorite piece of clothing you own? Oh, you're gonna cook me roast beef? I do like roast beef. Favorite piece of clothing you own? It'd probably be I have a pair of boots that are 5-inch heel, and they have little chains on them, and they're just cute. They're probably my favorite. Sushi and boba. Okay, good. That sounds wonderful. I had a Pop-Tart for breakfast. It wasn't exactly as healthy. And I haven't eaten lunch yet. Not quite yet. If you could live in a book, TV show, or movie, what would it be? Well, okay, my favorite book series is The Dresden Files. I don't know if any of you ever read that. To me, it's amusing, but smart, and it's a fantasy series about a wizard and the things that he has to go through. And I I really love it. Even the side characters are very well thought out and everything. Troy, I can't say that out. But it sounds good. But yeah, I would probably live in the world of the Dresden Files book, even though I'd probably die quickly. I know you downloaded Streamlabs to start a stream right now. No, no, I did not. This is just off of YouTube. Um, you, as a creator, I can just click start and on live, and that's how I started a stream. Let's see. What talent would you show off in a talent show? I'd probably choose a song that actually highlighted my voice. I can have a good voice sometimes. Sounds and tastes exquisite. Well, thank you. Yeah, so yeah, I can sing fairly well if it's the right song, and then other songs I sound terrible. It just depends. Come on, I'm repeating. Okay, mountains or ocean? Well, I live in the mountains. And I do love going on hikes and such, but I miss seeing the ocean. I love the ocean. I'm a puppy? Aw. Well, thanks. I like puppies. Let's see. Ramazzotti. I'm not sure what Ramazzotti is, but it sounds good. I'm trying to find something that's not a repeat. It's difficult. A lot of repeats here. What inspires you to be better? Or who inspires you to be better? I don't know. Probably once again my mom. An Italian drink. It did sound Italian. Yeah, with the zotti at the end, it sounded Italian, but I've never had it. If you were a vegetable, what vegetable would you be? No idea. My favorite vegetable is probably peas. I eat a lot of peas for snacks. Sugar snap. So maybe I'd be a sugar snap pea. You take me to dance? What kind of dance? Leo. Oh, so many repeats. Who is one of your best friends and what do you love about them? Well, there is a friend, her name's Chantel, that I've had since middle school. And she's just, we are on and off as far as hanging out and stuff. We grew up. but we've always tried to be there for each other. And I don't know, even though her life changes, she's never fully changed. She's still the same good person she has always been. Very loving, very family devoted. She's a wonderful person. I already said that. Hug you while we dance and aw, that's very sweet. What's your go-to dance move? I have no idea what my go-to dance move is. I honestly haven't been out dancing a whole lot. I just do whatever is there with the music, whatever I feel like. I don't know. What's the best compliment you've ever received? That I made someone feel better. That I was able to say the right thing that was needed at the right time to help someone get through a day. I've been told that I've been able to do that in the past. Not always, but that's important to me. Yeah, so many repeats here. What's the best piece of advice you've ever received? To not worry too much whether people like you. Oh, wow. But yeah, to not worry too much about whether people like you. Most of the people that tend not to like you, you probably wouldn't like them anyway. And not everyone's gonna like you. You're not gonna get along with everyone in the world, and that's okay. Let's see. Would you? Oh, I already did that one. Holy cow! So many repeats. Let's see if I can find it to stop repeating on me so much. I'm thinking. What kind of art do you like? Actually, I have a lot of art in my home that's more based on, of course, mythology, folklore, that kind of stuff. Hi, baby. Sorry. She wants to be on my lap. So, I've got like up above my head here is Pegasus. Up over here is a plaque that it says "Be a Unicorn and Field of Horses." Over here I've got some waterfalls. So that doesn't quite fall in, but I've got that kind of stuff everywhere. And of course, I like, as far as creating art, I prefer clay. I do like working in clay. Sometimes I'm decent at it, sometimes not, just depends. What's the worst job you've had? Car detailing. I hated it. And I've done nasty, boring jobs, but I hated doing car detailing. I don't know. I barely lasted till lunch. The other one would be phone sale, or phone, yeah, anything on the phone. I'm not good at phone stuff. So, they're just not my thing. Do you think you would be a good politician? Absolutely not. I would hate being a politician. I'd be terrible at it. Let's see. Do you think someone's star sign can affect their personality? Well, that's an interesting one. Because I don't think it has so much to do with your star sign. Although there is a bit of when you were born depends on how you were treated. I mean, if I was born pretty much the start of summer. It's late spring, but start of summer. And so people start to overheat, maybe in a little bit worse mood, but not quite terribly yet. It's not the dog days of summer, But if I was born in the winter, maybe I'd be more bundled up and kept inside more. You know, I just think there's a lot to that. Plus, I think because of the star sign, we'll start shaping our personalities around it sometimes. You know, I'm a Gemini. And yeah, a lot of the Gemini stuff fit me, but I think they would fit most people. So, do you think people rely too much on technology nowadays? Yes, me included. But what is my favorite Celtic myth? Probably Jenny Greentooth. She's a fairy that lives in the water, very similar to a siren. Aw, thank you, Julio. Hey, baby. Ugh. You want to go down? Oh, yeah. Let's sit on that. Have you ever locked yourself out of your house or car? Yes, both. Both. It's happened way too often in life. What annoys you about news reporting in your country? I think a lot of it ends up being too political, and tries to sway you one way or the other, for one. The other big thing, I don't think, this is probably controversial, but I don't think that crime should necessarily be reported as far as suspects go until the person is convicted. A lot of times people will be found innocent, but their lives will be completely ruined even if they find the actual culprit later. So, oh, in Chile, huh? I would actually be very interested to learn about the myths and legends of Chile. Um, that is actually really cool. If you at any point want to tell me one in the comments, or you want to like message me on my Instagram, it's just Eseal Jamie, ESEALJME. I would love to learn about those. That would be amazing. What was your favorite TV show when you were a child? At what point? I don't know, I was told that there was some, I can't think of what it was called, but some pop star type of thing that I absolutely loved. Gem, maybe? I don't really remember it, but I do know I loved, like, and I'm not sure who Pinkoya is. I would love to learn that, though. But yeah, Rainbow Bright is the one I can remember the most from a child that I loved as a kid. Do you have friends with different political views to you? Absolutely. Friends, family, all of that. Hi, Christian. What do you think is the best age to have children? That's a rough one. Because I think probably late 20s, early 30s would be better. Just, as you get older, you have a hard time keeping up with them. But at the same time, it is good to have some of your adulthood before you've had children. So, I think any time that you're ready, honestly, because everyone's different. Do you share your birthday with everyone famous? Probably. I know there are plenty of famous Geminis. I'm not sure if any of them were born June 10th, but there are plenty of famous Geminis. And infamous, unfortunately. What's your least favorite type of weather? Probably hail. I don't like hail. The Pincoya is a kind of mermaid who dances on the beach and predicts fishing. Sailors fall madly in love with her. Aww. That's kind of cool, actually. I really like that. What are you doing? I'm answering random questions. That's all I'm pretty much doing, Christian. Do you think the internet should be more regulated? No, but Maybe as far as children go, although that is hard because children learn it quicker than we do, so our regulations they can just zoom past. But I do worry about children with internet. There's a lot of issues regarding that. What's happening in the news at the moment? Honestly, I don't know. I don't fully trust the news because it all is, you know, it's usually one-sided. They're either one politics side or the other, and I have a hard time trusting it, so I don't watch the news a whole lot. What kind of music do you like? Everything. Legend of Pincoya is from southern Chile. From the island of Chile. Okay. That's cool. That is really awesome. I love learning new things. Hey, baby girl. Okay, you want up again? Okay. How do you try to save energy? I used to walk everywhere, but that's become a little bit harder. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not very good at it, unfortunately. What are the benefits of being famous? I would imagine, I don't know, I'm not by any means famous. I would imagine the benefits would be getting into places that you might not otherwise get into. Nice. Having money, probably. Yeah, I'm not sure. Being recognized by everyone would be both good and bad, so. What projects are you working on at home or at work right now? Well, at home, I'm actually trying to get my garden going. I don't really have a garden. It's a patio, but I'm trying to put out like pots with flowers and stuff like that. But it's a little bit of time. There is a very mischievous legend about the Trauco. I don't know if I said that right. Okay. When was the last film you saw? The newest Planet of the Apes. I went with coworkers and saw that. It's actually pretty good. I like Planet of the Apes. Okay, so I did say that right? Cool. Have you ever worked for a big company? Not massively big, no. No, Sonico was probably the biggest, and it's a plastics company that's has multiple places, but the plant I worked at was small, so. If you could play any sport professionally, oh, that would be bad. Which sport would you choose? I'm terrible at sports. I would be terrible at professional sports. Volleyball? Is there even professional volleyball? I don't know. What laws do you think could change in the future? I think they will make more laws protecting kids. And I would think fewer laws regulating things like marriage and stuff like that. The world's become more open than it was. Trauco is a kind of goblin that gets women pregnant. Oh! So when the woman gets pregnant and does not want to say the father's name, he says that the Trauco got her pregnant. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Well, I guess that if that works, sure. I don't think I'd believe someone if they told me the Trauco got him pregnant. I'm sorry. Are you an early adopter, or do you like to wait till something has been tried and tested before buying it? I wait. I usually wait till it's less popular, oddly enough, so I get behind. What did you do for your last birthday? Well, since that was not long ago, I went, stayed home most of the day, but I did go to a few people's houses, and hung out. Oh, I'm sure he does have many children if his big thing is getting women pregnant. I'm sure he has a lot of children. It sounds like in Greek it sounds like Zeus in Greek legends because he was always getting women pregnant. Women get in trouble for it. What was your hometown famous for? My hometown had 800 people. There was nothing famous about it. The only part of my life didn't even have a gas station, so yeah, it wasn't famous at all. Do you think people today are healthier or unhealthier than 50 years ago? Physically, I would say probably healthier just because of modern technology with medical. Um, Probably in less shape. I know myself included. 50 years ago, there was a lot more farming and stuff like that, a lot more hands-on jobs, a lot less sitting around, and so probably healthier as far as body shape, but probably less healthy as far as medically, if that makes any sense. Um, I do think people a lot of times back then would deal with their health problems a lot more at home and wouldn't go to the doctor as much either. And I think nowadays maybe that's a little too much when people go to the doctor if they sneeze. And granted, with the recent pandemic, that almost makes sense now, but it's been that way. People just want things to go away instead of dealing with the time that it takes to get better a lot of times now. So, what is your most treasured possession? Possessions aren't a huge thing. They can always be replaced, but there are some things that, like, my family has made me, or stuff that are more treasured than others. Do you have similar political views to your parents? I'm kind of in between. My my mother and father have very different political views, and I'm kind of in between the two of them. I don't fully agree with one side or the other. It's just how I am. What did you watch on TV last night? Old old reruns of NCIS. I like to put on old things that I've seen before I can go, while I do things like housework and stuff like that, and just have some background noise. Sometimes I'll do music, sometimes it'll just be old TV shows that I've already seen all of them. Aw, thank you. How would you describe the style of your home? It is an apartment. Styling it is a little limited. But other than that, I don't know. A little messy, but I try to keep it mostly clean, just more cluttered, I guess is the word. Okay, it's starting to repeat again. Do you think there are too many cars on the road? What's the solution? There probably are. To be honest, there probably are. Especially if you're looking at it environmentally. And I know that they're trying to come out with like these electric cars that's not any better environmentally because coal burning for electricity is not really any better than any other fossil fuel. It's all fossil fuel until they get something better. I don't know what the solution is. I know that here where I live, we do have public transportation and it's okay, but a lot of times it's running late, and you'll miss appointments, or it's too full and they'll just pass by you, and it doesn't run at night. And for many many years I worked graveyard, so I was unable to take it then. I don't know what the solution is. I don't have any social networks other than YouTube, but what other social network do I find you on? For right now, I've just got Instagram up, and it's not much. I don't have a whole lot on there. It's more so people, if they feel uncomfortable like asking me a question on here, there's something they can ask me on Instagram. It's just Eseal Jamie, Esealjme. Um, and I'll put a picture up as my thumbnail on there or something. But I really don't do much with it. It's just more for your sakes if you need to contact me outside of like the chats, the comments. Please don't go dirty or anything. I'm not going to send you pictures or anything like that. That's just for friendly conversation. I check it like twice a day. So, what professions are overpaid and underpaid? I don't know about overpaid. Probably politics. I don't know. Although I don't know the ins and outs of that, so maybe they own it. I don't know. But underpaid would definitely be teachers. That's the biggest that I can see is underpaid. Although a lot of service jobs in general are severely underpaid. So. Change it to Viking goddess. Well, the reason I use Eseal is because it's never used. And nobody ever uses it. Actually, I used to volunteer for a marine mammal center in the summers when I go to visit my father in California. And Eseal is elephant seal, and there was an elephant seal that was named after me. And so I just started going by Eseal Jamie as far as online stuff, and it's never ever used. Back then it was like Yahoo, but it's never used by anyone, so it's really easy. I don't have to put 900 letters behind it most of the time. So that's why I use that username. Who is the funniest person you know? I don't honestly know. It depends on the subject matter. Most people I know are funny in some way or another. How often do you go to the doctor for a checkup? Every 6 months? Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. What conspiracy theories do you believe could be true? Anything could be true. Most of them probably aren't. What games did you play in the school playgrounds? Probably mostly things like Double Dutch. Yeah, I did a lot of jump roping as a child on the playground. Now it about kills me if I try to jump rope. Got old. If you had $1 million to invest, how would you invest it? I haven't thought that much about it, so I'm not sure. I'd have to think on that one. In your country, how old must you be to smoke, drink, drive, and get married? Smoking and drinking are 21 now. Driving is 16, although learner's permit, with a qualified parent or something, is 15. Get married, I think here it's 16 with parental permission, but I'm not 100% sure anymore. Last meal I cooked was a steak. Have I ever worked at a restaurant? I have. Wouldn't recommend it. People are jerks. What would you do if you found out that your company was breaking the law? Well, I guess I'll be honest, it depends on how severe the law breaking, what it was. It's very possible I would just quit. But if it was something severe, I'd probably turn them in, but it just depends. And I have like 6 minutes left on here because I was only doing an hour, so I just wanted to give you a heads up there. Do you like to wear bright and colorful clothes? I do. I really like jewel tones. I don't always wear it, obviously. I like to have variety. Would you like a car that drives itself? Yes. I am a terrible driver. I have no sense of direction. So, yes, I would love a car that drives itself. Do you have a favorite item of clothing? I already talked about my shoes that I like so much. Oh, come on. No idea. Sorry, kind of trying to wrap it up, but I'm just skipping through ones that I've already stated. How much time do you spend on the internet? A little too much. I try to limit it, but it's a little too much, you know, as I think everyone is now. It's amazing because I remember a time when I didn't have internet, when most people didn't have internet, and I was fine. Now it drives me a little nuts. Have you ever been hypnotized? I have not. Kind of is a scary thought to me. I don't know. Do you play any sports? Not really. I kayak and hike and stuff. I'm not completely inactive, but I'm not much of a sports person. What's the best thing about being single? Living alone. I kind of like that. I can kind of make my own schedule. Oh, I'm not mad at you. Why would I be mad at you, Julio? Oh, Julio, sorry. Have you ever had a bad haircut? Yeah, but not terrible. It's always been fixable. Let's see. Wow, there's a lot of repeats going on. What food did you used to not like but now enjoy? Oddly enough, I used to hate cheesecake, and now I love it. What is your favorite restaurant? I don't know. There's a local place that I go to quite often, but it's not like a chain. And that's just as much because I like the people as anything else, so. Would you like to go hunting? No, I'm not a hunter. No, that's just not me. I'm a little bit of a pacifist in many ways. Do you think it's important to vote? It's iffy, because yes, voting is a good thing, but at the same time, there are definitely those senators that will vote what they want regardless of what the public wants, so I don't like our current system where we have one person deciding what the whole state wants. I don't know, that's why it's a republic, not an actual democracy, but I think I might prefer an actual democracy. I don't know. Either way, you know, it could be a lot worse, so I'm not really complaining. How much coffee do you drink? Not much. See chili. Aww. I'm gonna be leaving soon too. You know, I have like a minute left, so not much longer. Yeah, how much coffee do you drink? Not a whole lot. Mostly I drink socially on coffee, which I know is weird, but that's how it is. What websites do you visit the most? YouTube, obviously. How much do you agree that there is one law for the rich and another for the poor? I hate that. I mean, it is unfortunately fairly true, if no other reason than because if the rich can get better lawyers. But I think it's unfair. Do you shop online? I do. Obviously, I do Temu reviews. Of course, I shop online. Do you own any technology that is now obsolete? Probably. I still own a 1981 Game Boy. So, yeah, I would say I probably do. What's your favorite spot in your home? My bed. Thank you, Julio. How do you think the internet might develop in the future? I think it will just become more and more popular. I think it'll be used more and more. With virtual reality becoming a thing, we may have almost everything, and AI becoming huge, we might have almost everything automated, which in some ways is good, some ways is bad. I mean, I think that's what it should be used for, is information gathering and stuff like that. That's a good thing to use it for, but we don't want humans to become obsolete either. I don't know. What time did you go to bed last night? Well, I went to bed around 10. I was awake at like 4. Aw, thank you, Julio. And then I had to go back to sleep again because I was too early. Have you ever been on TV? No. And I'm going to do one more question and then I'm done because I'm a little over my time. How do you discover new music? Spotify has the new music playlist thing. That's usually how I do it. I will talk to you guys later. I'm so glad that the ones that asked me questions were here. I hope this was okay. I hope you enjoyed this, learned a little bit more about me. And I will put up some more videos for you guys. And I'm very, very, very grateful to all of you. Thank you. Bye.